Today's news. Nimet Penali's sentence to be announced on June 16th. Additional criminal case launched against human rights defender Vidadi Iskandarov. Conclusion of Murai Limited investigation. Clients demand return of deposits from Texnica Bank. Parents protest on behalf of sons in prison. Today, the Nasimi District Court held a hearing on the criminal case against the head of the Azerbaijan National Statehood Party, Nimet Penali, and his friend Ceyhun Fazlayev. The defendants, Penali and Fazlayev, Penali's attorney Samir Isiyev, and Fazlayev's attorney Elchin Aliyev, as well as State Public Prosecutor Asadullah Ramazanov, attended the hearing. Penali's attorney said that the charge brought against his client contained no criminal element and that there was no official evidence with which to charge him. The evidence provided by the defendants has not been properly investigated. For instance, the subject of the dispute, the car, has not been examined. Also, even though there were police officers 30 meters away from the area, they did not intervene during the incident. In addition, there are contradictions across witness testimonies. Therefore, I request Penali's acquittal and a specific investigation of the investigator who opened the criminal case. Fazlayev's lawyer Elchin Aliyev stated that the charges against his client were unfounded and asked the judge to rule for his acquittal. The defendants were permitted to make a final speech. Fazlayev said that he was a witness during this affair and he did not plead guilty. When Penali asked for time to prepare for his final speech, Public Prosecutor Ramazanov claimed that this request was designed to delay the process. However, the judge postponed the hearing to June 16th in order to allow Penali to prepare. Penali was arrested under charges brought by citizen Eldar Razayev. A criminal case has been brought against him and his friend under Article 221.3 of the Criminal Code, hooliganism committed with a weapon. If found guilty, they could face up to 5 years in prison. Penali supporters claim that the real reason behind his arrest is his journalistic activity. He wrote a number of articles criticizing the government, published in various press outlets. Today, at the IRFS Press Center, the brother of jailed human rights defender Vidadi Iskandarov held a press conference to discuss the second criminal case launched against his brother. According to Oktay Iskandarov, Vidadi has been charged under Article 132 of the Criminal Code for battery. Araz Alakbarov, who confronted Vidadi Iskandarov, claimed that Iskandarov assaulted him during the November 2010 parliamentary elections. Oktay Iskandarov alleged that Alakbarov has mental health issues. According to Oktay, the representatives of Goychay District Executive Administration were involved in engineering this incident, demonstrating the levels of official corruption in the country. He emphasized that his brother's lawyers had faced pressures during the investigation, and that as a diabetes sufferer, Vidadi is experiencing serious health problems. He spoke about the measures to be taken and reported that he had met with representatives of the embassies of USA, France and England about the protection of Vidadi Iskandarov's rights. One measure he is considering is to launch a hunger strike. A representative from the Norwegian embassy attended the event. Human rights defender Vidadi Iskandarov was sentenced to 2 months in jail on May 2nd by the Nasimi District Court. He was charged with interfering with the electoral procedures and impeding the work of voting commissions. The Grave Crimes Investigation Department at the General Prosecutor's Office launched a criminal case against him under Articles 159.4.1 and 160.2.1 of the Criminal Code of the Azerbaijani Republic. Residents who were deceived by the company Murai Construction Limited held a press conference at Trend Information Agency today. The fraud victims demand that the state take action in order to protect them from the violation of their rights. Shareholders claim that numerous officials at the company are responsible for this situation. The blueprint and labour proposals draft presented by Murai Limited was not officially approved, and so the construction work done by the company was illegal. Construction work in Azerbaijan should not be conducted without the approval of the State Supervision Agency. The citizens demand that Murai complete the currently unfinished building, which according to plans should have 317 apartments. It is located on Kayabani Street, number 18 of Yasamal district. They have asked the government to supply housing from the Presidential Foundation, if Murai fails in its provision. They have requested that the government allocate financial aid to this work. The apartments in the building built by Murai were purchased by 13 separate buyers who are now struggling financially as victims of fraud. A criminal case was launched against Murai under Article 178.3.2 of the Criminal Code. Members of fraud groups who appropriated citizens' money were arrested. About 980 Azerbaijani citizens have suffered from this, and the investigation is currently being concluded. Around 100 depositors from the Baku branch of Technika Bank Joint Stock Company have been unable to access the deposits for the past several years. They discussed the situation at a press conference in the media center. Between them, 123 people deposited over 11 million manat at the Baku branch of Technika Bank between 2007 and 2008. However, after branch head Zal Yusuf was charged with fraud, he refused to return the money. The legal representative of one of the depositors, Nazreddin Sultanov, said that about 31 people have filed lawsuits which were successful in district courts. The Baku Appeals Court has combined these cases into a criminal case against Yusufov and sent it to the Grave Crimes Court. Judge Alovsat Abbasov has ruled that Yusufov is responsible for returning this money. He was sentenced to 15 years in jail. However, he has neither money nor any other significant assets, said Sultanov. Depositors suspect that the trial was engineered to free the bank from any commitment to clients. It is unusual for a financial case to have been investigated by the Ministry of National Security. It emerged at the press conference that the deposit of several depositors has been recovered. However, this is a drop in the ocean, less than 10,000 AZN. Most clients have 150 to 200,000 deposits or more. They do not know when or if they will see their money again. The family of a group tried under the conditional name of Saeed Dadasbaili and his gang held a press conference at the media center today. Saeed Dadasbaili's mother, Gatidba Dadasbaili, reported that her son, along with 12 others, had been arrested in January 2007 under charges of high treason, attempting to overthrow the authority, membership of foreign terror organizations, and attempting to build a religious state in Azerbaijan. They were given prison sentences of 10 to 14 years. Another charge was related to the secret transfer of photos of the Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan pipeline photos to Iran. Why would Iran need information that is already freely available on the internet? Asked Gatidba Dadasbaili. Prisoner Rasim Karimov's mother said that her son had been in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, on a pilgrimage when Saeed Dadasbaili and the others were arrested. She added that her son had been arrested on a plane on his way home. I can't understand how he was meant to be responsible for an attempted coup d'etat in Azerbaijan while he was in Mecca, she said. The families who were at the event described the charges as false and unfounded and the attendant court sentences as illegal. They also claimed that the prisoners had faced torture and inhumane treatment during the investigation, and that the case had not been properly investigated. The parents blamed Judge Anvar Saidov for deliberately passing false verdicts. At present, the European Court of Human Rights is considering the cases of Saeed Dadasbaili and 2 others.